So recently, the news came in, and then the president pardoned some real criminals, some real criminals. But that's not the point. I just want to address the one that concerns relationship and family today. And we have Miriam Sander, who was also considered for pardon. Now we had a lot of people complaining, saying all sort of things. Oh, how how the president pardoned this woman? This woman has killed her husband and all of that. So the backstory is this. You guys don't know that after the incident in 2027, that was in November in Abuja, and that the lady stabbed her husband because he felt. I mean, she felt the husband was cheating. That there has been a case whereby she went to appeal, and that has been death by hanging and been made life sentence or something and all of that. And the father has gone to appeal to the former president and also the present president and all of that. And then the committee that are in charge of the presidential prerogative of Mercy Committee of Mercy, recommended the pardon and all of. The president was just to sign and all of those things, but that's not where I'm going to, because I saw a lot of people blaming and all of those things. But the major thing I want to address is the fact that domestic violence is becoming something else that we have recently in September 2025, where I don't know the doctor of the military in Akwa Ibom was killed by the wife also in a marriage that was just about, was it up to 5 months? Okay, I think they got married April, and then the incident happened in September. That's about 5 months. So we noticed that some of these people, they come into marriage and then we have these things happening, different stories and all of that. In our own case, it was investigated that it was your husband that was actually abusing her, and the incident of that actually backfired on him, and that was why we have that situation. So, but what I want to say is this: basically, if you're in a situation whereby it's becoming so much, don't kill yourself. Know when to what, know when to leave. There's a room for separation so that you can both observe yourself. As I would say, there's a room for you to have an open communication. You can talk about these things. Let there be accountability. So you observe what's really happening, and then you know what to do. The problem is that some of you don't have sense. That's the problem. Like, I mean, you can't even reason, you can't even communicate, and all of this. You can't even, so it becomes difficult for that level of trying to sort things out to avoid this kind of things to happening. But in most of the cases, it can easily be resolved by being open, being able to detect these things on time, be open to the signals. That's the warning signals. You're able to detect and say, yeah, come on, what's going on? Let's talk about this. Open the communication, talk about it, and all of that. So the idea is to keep educating until we eradicate this kind of situation in marriages. If not, we'll keep having young people going to marriage and killing themselves. I want to really do a very massive series on this, where we can totally eradicate abuse.